Hello, 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 and welcome to the live YouTube discussion. And if you're new, I want to welcome you. My name is Teacher Will. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am from the United States of America. My native language is English, but here is the beautiful, beautiful thing. English is a global international language, and the language is for you and for me. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is the place, hopefully, where I believe that you and we learn together. And in 2020, the theme is inspiration, motivation through what? English. And I believe that is extremely important. Inspiration, motivation, through English. You can learn English in all different ways and capacities. It's up to you. And you might be inspired and motivated by others, but I want you to never take yourself out of that process. Motivation and inspiration starts from what? Within you. In this video, what I want to do is that I want to give you some of my favorite idioms that begin with the letter A. And on a previous video, I did have the opportunity where I ran through five idioms that begin with A, and I'll attach that link of that video in the comment section below. Idioms and idiomatic expressions are used in everyday English, whether from a personal perspective or professional perspective. Currently, right now, there are over 25,000 idioms in the English language. And when people ask me, well, hey, what can I do to remember idioms? What idioms do I learn? There's so many different idioms out there, ranging from idioms relating to emotions or food or business. What I usually recommend people do is that they use and remember idioms that are relative and part of your everyday life. All right. But again, in this video, what I want to do is I want to focus on some of my favorite idioms that begin with the letter A. So are you ready? Here we go. Idiom number their spots. A leopard can't change their spots. Now, let me use this idiom in a sentence. Wait a minute, you've known this person for 20 years. They have consistently been vindictive, jealous of you, and all of a sudden you think that they're going to do a complete 180. A leopard cannot change their spots. The idiomatic expression means that a person cannot inherently change who they are. What they show you on a consistent basis is typically what it is. So therefore, a leopard cannot change their spots. Remember that. Actions speak louder than words. It's from a previous video. All right, the next idiom. Idiom number 2. This is a wrist. And I just did a slap on the wrist. What are you talking about, Teacher Will? Well, when I was a little boy, actually a teenager, and I was at home and my mother told me to do something. She told me, do not go outside, stay in the house. And I decided that, you know what? Oh, please, I'm a teenager now. I'm going to do what I need to do. Well, she found out that I went outside, and what did she do? She gave me a slap on the wrist and she grounded me for 3 months. Now, there's more to that story, but I don't want to talk about it on a live Instagram. Basically, a slap on the wrist is an idiomatic expression that means you get a punishment because you did something or said something bad. So, did you ever get a slap on the wrist from your parents or your guardians or loved ones because you did something that you were not supposed to do? There were many times when I was younger that I got a slap on the wrist. But for the record, I did not do that any longer because my parents would beat my behind. So remember, a slap on the wrist is a mild punishment. Are you ready for the next idiom? Good. At the drop of, you want me to use that idiom in a sentence? Not a problem. Let me tell you, if you gave me $1 million, somebody out there in the social media world, please give me $1 million. And if you did, at the drop of a hat, I'm going to be on the first plane available and start my vacation around the world. At the drop of a hat. What does the idiom mean? The idiom means is that you are going to start doing something immediately without hesitation. So here's the question for you, brothers and sisters, learners, family members of ATW, what would you do at the drop of a hat? Let me know in the comment section. That would be really interesting. Again, what would you do at the drop of a hat? All right. The next idiomatic expression, excuse me, the next idiomatic expression, against the clock, against the clock. You know, I have to give a presentation in 1 hour, and I haven't even figured out what the main themes are. You know what? I'm against the clock. That idiomatic expression means is that you're running out of time to accomplish or do something. Again, against the clock. So for example, let me give you another example. If you have an exam in biology or English in 1 hour and you haven't studied yet, and if you want to get a good grade, I believe you're against the clock. All right? And the last idiom, one of my favorite idioms that begin with the letter A. All in the same boat. All in the same boat. Many of us right now, due to this new normal, we're all in the same boat. What does that idiomatic expression mean? It means that the majority of people, or people that you know, are facing a similar situation, condition, or challenge. We're all in the same boat due to this new normal. So, stay home and stay safe. So these are just some of my favorite idiomatic expressions that begin with the letter A. And what I will do is that I will run them down quickly one more time and give the idiom and the explanation. And then what I will do is in the video, I will write the idiom down and then also write the particular meaning. All right. So remember, the first idiom that we started with is a leopard cannot change their spots. The idiom means is that a person basically cannot change who they are. When a person gets a mild punishment, or they're punished because they've done something wrong, slap in the wrist. The next idiom, at the drop of a hat. It means is that you start to do something immediately and without hesitation. Against the clock. Against the clock is, again, an idiom that means that you're running out of time. You're against the clock. Or you're short on time is another way of saying the idiom. And the last idiom, one of my favorite idioms, letter A, we're all in the same boat. And that idiom means is that when the majority of people are facing a similar challenge or a similar condition. All right? So what I would like for you to do in the comments section is that I would like for you to take one or all of those idioms that we've learned today and use one or all of them in a sentence. Because remember, again, the best way I believe that you can learn idioms along with other aspects of English is by repetition, by practice, and by consistency. So take one or all of those idioms, make it in the comment section below. And if you like this video or other videos that I've done, please let somebody know about ATW, Ask underscore Teacher Will. Why? Because I believe this is the place where you and we learn together. And what we are attempting to do is create a community of learners around the world where we take English to the next level. It's not about me, it is about what? It's about us. So if you know of somebody that wants to know more about idioms or more about English in a new, crazy way, at least that's what I think. I definitely know I'm not a traditional teacher. Then, again, please share this video or other videos that I've done with your friends and family, and I would greatly appreciate that. Again, what I will do is I did a previous video on letter A, and what I will do is that I will attach that in the comments. I hope you learned something, because you and I learned together. And I hope to see you soon, where I will be doing more live discussions like this. And I see people are using examples. Yes, it's very, very good. It's the first time I've done a live on my phone, so I finally figured it out. So we will be doing that. Yes, when I see people say, Iman says, hey, Teacher Will, we are in the same boat when it comes to social distancing. Exactly. Use that. Write those in the comments. All right. So I will see you soon with another live YouTube. Thank you very much. Remember, two things very quickly. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel, what's our theme in terms of English or accomplishing things in life? For those of you that are new to the channel, or even for a reminder for the ATW family that's been with me for a while, remember the GPPP. You have a goal, and the goal comes about by understanding your purpose and reason why, or intent for learning the language. So you have a goal. Then you plan. Plan is taking the necessary steps to accomplish your English. Then you pray, and if you don't believe in prayer, that's fine. Call it belief in yourself. And then one of the most important P's, you produce, you do action, you do something. So remember the GPPP. And the last thing that I want you to remember, love yourself. For when you love yourself, you're able to love others. So if you say you love me, better yet, I love you, but do you love yourself? Love yourself, and therefore you can love others. So thank you very much again. And in this new normal, remember, stay home, stay safe, stay sane. Until next time.